at Hunts on Outfitting, our dogs are powered by Milk Shook Dog Food. We're powered by Chef Jacob. Jacob, what are we cooking today?
Today, country fried steak, sausage and bacon gravy, and mashed potatoes. Pretty easy meal.
That sounds great. Jacob, I don't know anything about cooking, so we're going to teach myself a few things. And what kind of meat are we using today, Jacob?
We have got some venison here. Ken killed this fall. So.
I did, yeah.
And now I'd like to say too that you can really use any meat.
Okay.
So then we're going to use deer meat today.
Yep.
You can use a goose breast. You could use duck. You can use beef, pork, chicken, whatever you want.
As long as it's not tofu, we're good to go.
I got some in the fridge if you want to bust it
I
out.
do not want to see that. No.
That's all right.
All right, so Jacob, you've got everything portioned up, ready to go.
Yeah, we've done some prep work here. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. It looks really good.
Next step, so the first step really would be I got some pans warming up too behind us.
Yep.
You're gonna need a neutral oil. So I got canola. You can use peanut.
No reverse oil. What's the neutral oil? I'm new to cooking. I can make a mean bowl of cereal. I can make toast like nobody's business. That's pretty much as far as I go.
Neutral's gonna be something with a higher smoke point, and that's not gonna give it any extra like flavor. So olive oil, for example,
Okay.
not a neutral oil.
All right.
Not a low smoke point.
Yeah.
It has its own flavor.
Yeah.
But we're talking canola, peanut, vegetable, corn, soybean, like any oil like that. You want something you deep fry in.
Okay.
That's what
All
we're
right.
gonna go.
So I'm learning. There's a lot to learn. A lot to take in. Good thing I got my cap on. Keeps
Your
my thoughts
cap
in.
on, yeah.
All right. So what are we starting with?
We're gonna start with. We got these. I don't know. They're from Backstrap. It looks like. But
Yeah.
we're gonna basically just pound these out. If
Okay.
anyone's ever made schnitzel before, it's a similar process.
All right.
So I like to rock some saran wrap,
Got a built-in knife there. Right?
built-in cutter.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Today's episode will be sponsored by Costco. And Casey Jones, Tennessee, Kentucky bourbon.
That's right. This is what's helping make the cooking process so much better.
So I just lay a shingle sheet out here,
Mhm.
and then I get my girlfriend's finest rolling pin, wrap it in saran wrap, take one of these little chops, fold the saran wrap over, beat that meat like it owes you money.
First time I've said this, it beats out well. So what does that do, Jacob?
It's just you just want it thinner. Like I said, you can see there's like a before and after.
Mm-hmm.
Thinner and make it more tender. Like,
Really hit that one.
yeah, you can see one.
Compared to the other one, yeah.
Some people like to score. I got a knife here. You could score them beforehand too,
Yeah.
and then pound it out. I found with these ones I don't think we'll really need it.
Okay.
But yeah, it gives them more surface area for when you're frying it.
See, I didn't know, like when you said to thaw some steaks out, I mean, I didn't know how long it took to thaw them out, so like they were out for a bit and they're still half frozen, so I was holding over my parents' stove. I was just like, like that, like just kind of thawing it out, because I didn't know how long it took.
Sorry.
I'm learning.
So that's all I'm doing. I'm just pounding them out, making them flat.
Yep.
It gives you more surface area when it's cooking, when it's frying.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
And lucky for the camera, we've gone ahead and pre-done some. So that's it.
All right,
So
awesome.
that's the first step done.
Yep.
Next step for this, we're going to want to make our wet and dry batters.
Okay.
Wet, 3 eggs,
Yep.
cup of buttermilk. And
Now, what's cultured?
don't ask me.
All right.
It comes from
I
the
did,
store.
but I won't anymore.
That's the only option ahead.
Okay. All right.
It's more like yogurt, I find, when you.
Really?
But yeah, shallow pan, something you
Yeah.
have big enough to fit your meat in.
Mm-hmm.
That was close.
Good reflexes.
You can tell it's our first time doing this.
It's definitely my first time.
3 eggs.
That's good cracking.
Nope, not that one.
I see where the commercial "Let's Get Cracking" comes from.
For you, Ken, as a starting chef too,
Yes, very starting.
crack your eggs first. That way, when you get shells in,
Yep.
it's not hidden by the buttermilk.
Okay. You can hide shell bits with buttermilk.
Only for
Pro tip?
only for a short amount of time until they eat it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Then they're no longer hidden.
But it looked for the presentation. It looks good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for mine, I got 3 eggs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 1 cup of buttermilk.
Okay.
Cup buttermilk.
It does kind of look like yogurt.
It does look
It's a
like
little
yogurt. It's thick. A cup buttermilk. Hot sauce.
Sure.
Any hot sauce you got works.
Yep.
I'm partial to Tapatio. Sponsor us.
Shout out.
Shout out is right. A few dashes of hot sauce, and then I like to dill pickle juice.
All right.
I'll throw a splash of
Just the juice, eh? No pickles.
just the juice. Yeah.
Okay,
A little dill pickle
alright.
brine.
The pickles are kind of a byproduct from the juice, you might say.
This
In
man-
this scenario.
Tip to tail, man. We gotta use it all.
Yeah.
Then I'll beat that up.
All right.
So we've already found our meat out
Yeah.
flat.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a sequence. It's gonna go dry, wet, dry.
Okay, so that's wet.
This is wet, and we're gonna make our dry next.
Yeah. So for those of you at home watching, he's just mixing it up.
I'm just mixing it.
He's just mixing it.
Boom. Done.
All right.
Wet.
Looks good.
Done.
Yeah.
Next, I got another, again, container, similar size.
Dry.
This is dry,
All
yeah.
right. See, I,
You're observing.
I'm no cook, but I'm figuring out what's
You
going
can
on.
all
Yeah.
sides, yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
In here, I've got 2 cups all-purpose flour,
Okay.
and then in a little dish, I've already pre-measured it out, but I've got a teaspoon of baking
Show
powder.
the camera that, because that's really well done.
I'll show the camera. Very aesthetically pleasing.
That's cool. You know when people get married at a wedding and they've got like that sand that they put together? Almost kind of thing, that's what it looks like. This would be like a multi-racial people kind of mix, but that's what it looks like. It looks really cool.
Yeah. But in here, I've got a teaspoon of baking powder.
Yep.
Baking powder.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a teaspoon of baking soda.
Really?
What?
I thought that was just for like putting in fridges for...
It is.
I got one in my gun case.
Jack of all trades, man.
Okay, alright.
What it does to the batter, I don't exactly know.
But it does.
This is a very basic, you'll see lots of people make the same kind of dredge.
Okay.
But and then I do teaspoon and a half garlic powder,
Mm-hmm.
teaspoon and a half onion powder,
Alright. A little bit of chimes in there.
teaspoon of mustard powder.
I didn't know mustard came in the powder.
Yeah, dry mustard. I do a teaspoon of dill,
Alright.
dry
You
dill,
got it. You got it. Yeah.
a tablespoon black pepper.
Just get the old stuff you're working.
Yep, and a tablespoon of just plain up salt.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll dump that in here.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to incorporate your dries.
This is the dry. So we wet, dry. You said we're going to do another wet and dry?
So you're going to use the same dry, but that's just the sequence for when we actually go to bread the meat.
Okay, alright. So by bread it, you mean we're not like whole wheat in this?
We're not whole wheat, we're
Okay.
just spreading it, yeah.
Okay, alright, yeah.
Like fried chicken is good. Anyone that's had country fried steak will know.
Alright.
So I got that good and incorporated.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. That's all there is to that. So we're doing potatoes today too. I'm gonna make sure my potatoes turned on here.
And those are pre-sliced,
Potatoes, pre-cubed.
pre-cubed.
Just a pot of water, some salt.
Yeah.
That's all I got them in.
Okay.
We'll let them do their thing. I want to get started on the gravy next. So
Okay.
I got a pan
I
here
remember making it.
on medium heat.
Yep.
I got half a pound of bacon,
Yeah.
diced roughly.
And can you have too much bacon, Jacob?
I don't. There hasn't been a case where I've come across too much bacon yet.
Okay, alright, good. That's what I want to tell them. Because as new to cooking, I think that you cannot have too much.
Yeah, no, you'd be somewhat right in that.
Okay, alright, good.
Bacon grease. We'll tone the grease back.
Okay, alright.
And then I got a full 1 pound tube of just Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage. You can use any breakfast sausage. You can use mild Italian sausage.
Okay,
Anything.
alright.
So I'm gonna fire that right in there with the.
Yeah,
with
more
the-
meat better, yeah.
More meat better.
That's good.
And another thing we did off camera, I had a green onion.
Smells good already. It smells impressive.
I had a green onion. I separated the greens from the whites.
Yep,
Wish I would have saved one. I can show you, but
right.
basically the green part.
See, the white I thought was like a throwaway.
No, I had to explain what a garnish was.
Yes.
Green parts will be the garnish. Whites are gonna go with
A
our
garnish, for other people who don't know, I knew, but for other people, is like a decoration,
Come on, yeah. But these aren't like
but you can eat the
you
decoration.
can eat this decoration.
Okay, alright.
And it still adds like it's. There's no other vegetables in this course, so we had to get a vegetable in somewhere.
Yeah, a little bit. But mainly meat.
Mainly meat.
And that's okay too.
This is a very meat and dairy heavy meal.
For your local meat and dairy farmers.
We like to support our local New Brunswick dairy farmers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let this brown off in the pan.
Yeah. It smells good. It smells like breakfast.
Well, that browns off and it goes a little back on. So we done our dry, we done our wet.
Yes.
We got our sausage and bacon on brown.
Yep.
We got our potatoes boiling.
Good boiling. Yep.
Our oil is heating up. I got a deep cast iron pot here.
Okay.
You can use anything.
And you didn't show like what oil did you put in there?
I use canola.
Okay.
Instead of neutral.
Canola. Yep.
Just a neutral anything. You can use
Right.
vegetable. You can use canola.
Okay.
That's canola. You can use peanut. You can use soybean. Anything.
Okay.
So I got that, and it's a deep-sided cast iron dish. You can use a stainless steel pot. You can use a cast iron pan.
Yep.
Anything higher sided is gonna be fine.
Okay.
And same as this, so we're gonna reduce this down, make our gravy in a bit.
Yep.
So potatoes are boiling. Our meat's pounded flat.
Mm-hmm.
Gravy's brown, or sausage and bacon's browning off.
Bread. Yep.
And
We've
that
got
should be
some more cups here. Like, so what are those going
so
into?
this, I'm gonna save this garlic. I got garlic here. Jarlic. Most people know it.
All right.
Jarlic.
Yep.
And mozzarella cheese,
Mm-hmm.
sour cream, save for the mashed potatoes.
Okay.
We're doing a dirty
You're
mash.
using mozzarella, I noticed, and not nacho.
Not nacho.
Because it's not nacho business. This is everyone's business.
Yeah.
Yes.
But,
But making a community dish.
So we'll make,
Yeah.
I call it a cheesy dirty mash because I can't be
Okay.
bothered to peel potatoes.
Yep.
So I just got some yellows. They're just cubed, boiling in salt water.
Yep.
They'll do their thing until they're fork tender.
Okay.
That'll be the thing, until they're fork tender, then you can start making.
Fork tender means you just poke into them with a fork and
You poke into them with a fork and they should be able to slide. The fork should go in easy
Okay.
and they should slide out pretty easy.
Yeah.
Once they get fork tender, we'll show them.
Okay. All
What
right.
fork tender looks like.
So now we're part of the waiting game.
Part of the waiting game.
Okay. Okay. So Jacob, we've got our everything cooking that's supposed to be cooking.
Potatoes are on their way.
Yep.
I've browned the sausage and bacon,
Okay.
taken it out of the pan,
Sure.
but I've left the bacon grease.
All right.
That's gonna come in. That's gonna be a key part of our
The
gravy.
bacon grease could be used.
The grease is gonna be used.
I
yeah.
love it.
Listen,
Yeah.
we use it all here.
Yeah.
So, and our oil's heating up.
Mm-hmm.
So once we get these breaded, we'll be ready to
And the
rock and roll.
potatoes are
Fork tender.
fork tender.
Once
You
we
said
move over
fork
to
in
stove.
it tenderly.
Yep.
Okay.
Once we move to the stove, I can demonstrate.
All right. Yep.
But now we're gonna bread.
Okay.
We're gonna bread. And what did I say about breading?
I can't.
Dry, wet, dry.
Dry, wet, dry. Yes.
Dry, wet, dry.
Yeah.
Dry?
Yep. It looked a little wet, but it's definitely going into dry.
Definitely dry, yeah.
Yeah.
Dredge it in your
So
dry.
you're just gonna smack it around in there, right?
Yep, just smack it.
Okay,
I get
yeah.
it good and covered.
Yeah.
Wet.
Yep.
You don't want
So this is how you bread stuff.
It's one way of breading stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Put that into our seasoned dry.
The only time I've breaded stuff is buying Uncle Ben's bread from the
Bread,
store. So this is quite new to me. Yeah.
So yeah, dry, wet, dry.
That's breaded.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
breaded. We'll set that on a
So
plate.
take it. Yeah.
Oh, I fucked that one up.
You did. I didn't want to say anything because you're the chef, but
I messed that one up. This one's just getting a wet dry.
all right, wet, dry.
Wet.
Yeah. So
Dry.
when you're putting that stuff on there, that's considered. This is breaded.
This is breaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Dredging, breading. There's all
Yeah.
kinds of.
And then this good-looking bowl right here, full of bacon. It looks like and all that. What's that used for?
That's gonna be just added back to our gravy.
Okay.
Once
I can't wait. Yeah. Yep.
I gotta write this down. Dry,
Yep. Dry.
wet.
Then wet. And then back in the dry. All right. I like it. I like that combination.
I got a simple mind. Sometimes I can't put it all together. Like I said, I ain't no chef. You'll get the fucking club fingers too.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's all part of the fun.
That's part of the fun.
It's
Yeah.
finger licking good.
Yeah.
We're not copywriting that from anybody.
Yeah.
Either. Yeah. We're just saying.
Dry, wet.
Nice. Jacob, what are we doing next right now? Everything looks good. It smells good too.
Yeah, it's getting there. Yep. So, fork, tender. These slide on,
Yep.
slide off.
Okay.
These are kind of falling
yeah.
apart there. They're ready.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drain the taters.
Yep.
I'm just gonna shut them off now.
All right.
We can come back to them.
Okay.
Right now we got our bacon grease still in the pan.
Yep.
I'm going to cool it off a bit.
Oh,
Fry our green onion whites.
green onion whites, yes. And
The
you
whites
put
and the green
greens
onion.
in there as well, right?
The greens will be the garnish.
See, I always, oh yeah, the garnish. I always thought
The
like
garnish.
whites were like a throwaway kind of thing.
No.
But,
We use it all in here.
alright. Because that's what some people kind of present it to you, as I find at places.
We'll let them cook up a bit. That is
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
So I'm shooting
Smells good. It smells like French fries.
I'm shooting for 350
Okay.
on our oil. Simple meat thermometer.
Hold it there. It's still moving. 369.
Plenty hot. Get that in. Get my tongs.
Okay.
Then we got a line.
Sure.
Plate with paper towel.
Yep.
Just like that. Our onions are cooking off here, and our grease. This is where the grease comes into play.
Okay.
So anyone that's made gravy before will know, gravy is just basically fat
Yep.
with flour mixed in.
Really?
For the most part. So I'm gonna shake some of this. This is what's called a roux.
Why did they call it that?
That's a good question.
In 1869, Patrick Roux created the first, I made that up, I don't know. It smells good.
Hopefully it smells better here. So I'm just gonna slowly add the flour in.
Yep.
It's my special flour shaker.
Okay.
And you should almost end up with like almost like a paste.
Alright. It smells great.
You're starting to kind of get that gravy-ish color. More flour.
Okay. So you just keep adding flour to make it into a paste.
Basically,
Alright, yeah.
So you don't want it to be too floury.
No.
You see how to get pasty here?
Yeah. So you're right at the right amount.
Getting there.
Yeah.
I probably got a little bit more to this one.
Okay. Where did you come up with this? Is this a recipe or you just kind of...
I just kind of freeballed this.
Alright, I like it. I like it.
Alright, see we're getting a good paste here
Yeah.
now.
So this is gravy
This is for the gravy.
with onion.
With onion, sausage. I'm going to add our sausage and bacon back in here in a minute.
That's the kind of gravy I can take.
I didn't do a great job deglazing my pan, but... Alright, this is what I'm looking for.
Okay, it's pasty.
Pasty.
Yes. Alright. We call this Ginger's Day at the Beach. It's a little pasty.
A little paste.
Yeah.
At this point in time, I'm going to take my bacon, my
Yep.
sausage,
Yep.
add that back in.
That looks good. That looks good.
Any extra
That
grease
right
in
there is the reason I don't know how vegans exist. Really. I mean, bacon and sausage. It's great.
Alright, so now at this point in time, 10% cereal cream,
Okay. Yep.
as we call it in Canada, I guess.
Sure.
I'm just going to add this in. Like I said, that
Now, how do you know how much to put in? You just guesstimate it.
it's a guesstimate.
Okay,
Like I
yeah.
said, like
You just want to coat everything.
if you put too much in,
Yep.
let it simmer a while, let it reduce.
Okay. Yep.
Or you can add more flour to thicken it up a bit more. If you don't add enough in, you'll be able to tell because it's not going to be gravy. It's going to be real clumpy
Alright.
and thick and not ideal. Like I said, this is probably going to need a little bit more.
A little stirring.
Probably going to add some more cream in this.
A little bit of shake and bake, you know.
A little bit of shake and
We're
bake.
gonna Ricky Bobby this thing.
I'm going to add just a bit more cream.
I always wonder why chefs like put that little towel over them. I know why now. That's
Bad
perfect.
habit.
Yeah. No, it's good. You clean that up real quick.
Alright, hit that with our cream.
Yep.
That's starting to get, it's not too watery. And
Yep.
once that reduces down a bit, it'll be good. I'm going to turn that down to a medium-ish, medium-low heat. And just let that go for a little bit.
Okay.
So we got our oil, 350.
Okay.
We've done the breading
Yep.
on our steaks. I'm just gonna lay those.
All right, you put them right in there.
Put 'em
Look
right
at
in
it
the oil.
boiling. Oh, cool. It's just like one of those vibrating chairs at the mall. Is what it's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks cool.
So we're gonna let those go about 4 or 5 minutes aside.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna rock them
Like
at.
each side, you're gonna flip it over.
Yeah, let it go-ish. Like I said, you'll be able to
It's
tell
like a vibrating chair. Yeah.
once it gets golden brownish.
Yep.
They say 4 or 5 minutes aside or until it's golden brown.
Okay. All right. All right. So our cutlets are cooked. Now.
Yep. Our gravy.
Yep.
Getting good and thick
It
now.
looks good.
That's what we want.
I smell bacon.
You can smell the bacon?
Yeah. And sausage.
And our cutlets.
Wow. That looks good.
Good
Yeah.
golden brown, crispy.
Yep.
I'm gonna take those out.
Okay.
Hit them on the paper towel.
Sure.
Let them drain.
Yep.
Let them drain. That's our thing. I'm gonna throw the lid back on that for now. We got more. In the meantime, I've given these potatoes
Good with that. Yeah.
quick mash.
Yep.
That's all I've done. Masher,
A little bit of beaten.
a little bit of beef. To that, I'm gonna add, what will this be? I don't know. Quarter cup mozzarella cheese,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
some garlic.
Garlic. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Sour
give
cream.
a big heaping scoop.
Can't go wrong. I put that on my nachos.
Oh,
when
yeah.
I get cooking, that's the most cooking I do.
Couple
Is,
big scoops.
Yeah. Sour cream nachos. Yeah.
What I think I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add a bit of black pepper to this gravy.
Yeah.
Go black pepper to these. Again, everyone does potatoes different. This is just how I do it. Then you can actually give those a bit.
Oh, okay. We're
That's
adding all
great.
kinds of dairy products. And,
Like I
yeah.
said, we support New Brunswick dairy farmers.
That's right. You got it. You got it.
Ain't no lactose intolerance.
No.
That's the consistency I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Thick, you know. You get a dirty mash, you get the skins on. That's how
Yeah.
I like them. Give this gravy another stir. It's getting really good and thick now.
And this is the thermometer.
That's meat thermometer.
Okay. I thought it was a stud finder earlier. I was like, it's not working, but it's a thermometer. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill the heat on the gravy.
Yeah.
I already killed the heat there. Our chicken fried steaks are done. We're ready
Yeah.
to plate.
All right.
Me myself. Big ass scoop of taters.
Yep. And this isn't an extra step in cooking. This is you're eating it.
I'm ready to eat.
Okay. All right. I wanna see it, and then I wanna partake in it. Okay. That looks.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Then we'll hit it with a couple big spoonfuls of our gravy. Just right over. That sausage gravy.
I can smell it. It smells good.
Get that on the taters. We talked earlier, green onions.
Yep.
This is your garnish.
Okay. The garnish. That's a little
No.
decoration, right?
Just like that. I'm gonna hit that with a little black pepper on top. Tiny bit of salt. Talking about.
Hey, that looks good. You cooked it. I want to see the first bite.
No. You're the first bite.
All right. I'm picky
That's it.
for someone that's not a
Again,
chef. so.
Easy meal. That's pretty simple meal. Other than getting the grease hot, that's a pretty easy one. I know some people are skeptical or wary around grease. Keep it away from water.
All right, here we go. First bite. I'm fired up. Nice cook. Got some gravy on there. Got the potatoes worked onto it. Wow. It's perfect.
Is it good?
Yeah. It's really good.
I'm not used to this cooking for other people. Give the fans what they want.
It's absolutely perfect.
Is it?
That is, yeah, that's great. You can taste.
Like I said, it stayed crispy on the outside. That's what I was after. Gravy's thick.
You can
Mashed
taste
potatoes
the
are
bacon in there. You can taste the sausage. You can taste a little bit of wild game from the deer,
good.
which
Yeah.
I love.
Yep.
The gravy, potatoes. You can taste that you're supporting your local dairy farmer.
Yeah.
Like
Sour cream.
it's awesome. Yeah, it's perfect.
Cream, milk,